Marvel's Runaways, the hit Hulu original series, has been officially renewed for a second season. It's happy news for fans of the series and the original comics, who were astonished to find that Marvel's Runaways was a faithful adaptation as well as a high-quality television series. It's also good news for Marvel Television, whose fortunes soured in 2017 following a string of critical failures, including Inhumans, Iron Fist and the near cancellation of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Runaways details the misadventures of 6 teenagers who discover that their parents are supervillains. Going on the run, the teens use the powers and resources that are their birthright to try and expose their parents while fighting the mortal authorities who think they are just another group of teenagers going wild and causing trouble. A sleeper hit for Marvel Comics during its initial release, the comic series was the brainchild of acclaimed author Brian K. Vaughan and also featured runs by the Avengers writer/director Joss Whedon, Strangers in Paradise creator Terry Moore and young adult author Rainbow Rowell. News of the renewal was first reported on Renew Cancelled. This news comes just a few days ahead of the first season finale, which is scheduled for release on January 9, 2018. This announcement isn't surprising, given that Runaways has been well received by critics and fans during its freshman run. It's particularly great that audiences are on board, considering comic book readers can be notoriously picky when their favorite characters and storylines are adapted on screen. Credit has to be given to the showrunners, who have stayed as close to the source material as possible to ensure it's an accurate page-to-screen translation, which admittedly is unusual these days, when filmmakers frequently take artistic license for movies and shows. Indeed, apart from changing the source of the super-strong Molly's powers, Molly was a mutant in the comics and mutants aren't allowed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and establishing it so that magician Nico Minoru no longer has to cut herself to use her staff. Presumably Hulu didn't want to portray self-harm in a show aimed at teenagers. Marvel's Runaways is largely identical to the comics that inspired it. This is particularly true in terms of the characters' appearances and personalities. The second season of Marvel's Runaways is expected to be released sometime in late 2018. Source: Renew Cancel TV.